Easy. Sit up slowly. Your head must be pounding. There you go. Lean on me if you like. You've had quite a night. How are you feeling? We don't call that wine God's mercy for nothing. Poor little sinner. There aren't many who drink it who have to worry about experiencing the hangover afterwards, you know. You must have an unusual tolerance. Because they aren't expected to wake up again. Well, if you worked as a food taster, that explains why you were able to get to your feet at all, let alone flee the guards and lead me on such a wild chase. Let me get you some water. Careful. You're still dizzy. You'll fall over with your hands tied like that. My apologies for the restraints, but considering how far you managed to run before you passed out, perhaps it's best those stay on. They're not too tight, are they? Hey, settle down. There's nothing to fear. Okay, truly, stop it. I don't like having to pin you like this, but you'll hurt yourself otherwise. Thank you. Let's make something clear. Unless I deem it necessary, you're not getting out of those ropes. If you try to run, I will catch you. It doesn't matter how many times you try. I will find you, and I will bring you back. I didn't want to play the brute, so I only tied your wrists in front of you. But if you keep misbehaving, I have enough rope for your legs as well. If that doesn't work, I'll tie your hands to your ankles. I won't relish doing it, but I will if you force me. What I won't do is hurt you. You're a guest. You're scared. You don't understand what's going on. I'd raise hell too. Do you even speak our language? I didn't think so. I imagine it's a relief talking with someone who speaks your tongue. I'll explain everything, but first, your wrists. Do they feel all right? Good. Let me know if that changes. Yeah, I'll help you sit. Have a drink. It'll clear your head. No. It's water. Nothing else, I promise. The wine the priests gave you is much too precious to allow someone like me to carry it around. It doesn't leave the temple grounds. You can trust that my water skin isn't drugged because you look terrible enough as it is. I would not augment your misery unless I can't help it. Moreover, it would be my hide if I brought you back to the temple with impurities in your body. Now, please, drink, would you? Your tongue must taste awful. If you're hungry, you're welcome to some of my rations. You look like you could use something to eat. It's nothing fancy, just bread and dried fruit. But what's mine is yours. No, I'm not teasing you. My people take hospitality very seriously. But more importantly, I can't send you off to the gods hungover and hungry. Would you have me reincarnated as a flea in my next life? Well, the offer is there. Perhaps later. My name is Kagu. And you are? Well, I have to call you something. If you don't tell me your name, then I'm going to have to name you. Very well. Tamuk. You don't like it? I named my favorite sheep Tamuk when I was a boy. It means sweet one. I can think of others if you prefer. There was Bluebell, Moonbeam, Puka, Lucky. Tamuk it is, then. What do you remember of last night? I'm curious. Oh, you poor fool. You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into, or even why the priests were so furious. Gods. Where the hell was your emissary? He really should have taken better care of you. You should have shown you your tent and made sure you were settled in before you went gallivanting off to the dice tables. I'll explain. After you left the alehouse, that small, dimly lit room you entered with the rushing waters, it wasn't a place to relieve yourself. That was a shrine to Aheti, our river goddess. That was no chamber pot you pissed in. That was a sacred altar. Oh, my dear, no. I am not the one to apologize to. I'm not even angry with you. How could I be? You wandered into all of this quite innocently, if not a bit carelessly. It's clear by your reaction that it was never your intention to cause offense. But that doesn't change that an affront of this nature requires rectification. It's pitiable that the price you must pay is so high, but it cannot go ignored, especially not when it's Aheti. She's a temperamental one. The last time someone seriously upset her, it was for a relatively minor offense. Oh, a fisherman tossed an empty wine bottle over the side of his boat. Our goddess grew wrathful and plagued his house and neighbors with an outpouring of brown water snakes until our priests rectified the situation. I remember how much it disturbed me to see the snakes so livid. Until then, I'd only known them as harmless, inquisitive creatures. Oh, the fisherman was lucky Aheti didn't demand his heart. Instead, the priests cut off the hand that polluted her waters. It was enough to mollify her, and the snakes dispersed. Still, even after having earned her forgiveness, it's going to take ages to bring his Kepler down. Oh, we all owe the gods a debt, even outsiders like you. We call it Kepler. It starts from the moment we're first blessed with the gift of breath. Our forests and rivers, the mountains that shelter us, the rain that waters our floating gardens. The gods created these wonders, and it is our purpose in life to repay them for it. Until we manage this, we are reincarnated again and again. With each new life, we work to whittle down our Kepler, or at least not to accrue any more than we already have. It is said that when balance is restored, the gods will halt the cycle of rebirth and consider our souls worthy of joining them in paradise. Our priests tell us how much we owe. Your debt goes up or down, depending on your behavior. That poor fisherman will need to work even harder thanks to his little blunder. But perhaps he'll be reborn as a priest or a holy soldier and spend his next life more productively. So, knowing that, you can understand why the priests were so hasty to appease Aheti when you defiled the shrine. It's not only that you angered our goddess and risked the safety of our city, your Kepler is astronomical. If you were allowed to wander, you would spread chaos and misfortune wherever you went. But you may rest easy. You're incredibly lucky. There is a quick, simple way for you to make all of this right. All you need to do is return to the city with me and let the priests resume their work. Were you one of us, you would have to sacrifice yourself again and again to be absolved. But the gods pity outsiders, especially short-lived races like you. You will only need to offer yourself up for sacrifice once to earn your absolution, and completely eliminate your debt. And the ritual is gentle. There is no pain or fear. They will give you enough of our God's mercy to conquer even your impressive tolerance, and when you wake, you'll be in paradise, with all of your sins forgiven. I am truly sorry that it must be this way, but everything will be all right soon. I know this is a lot to take in, especially while you're still woozy with drink. Rest for now. Take my blanket and bedroll. I'll keep you safe. We'll start our journey back in the morning.
Lord Susu, please, I beg of you, understand me, Radiant One. I am only here to guide your lost child back home.
Sorry. Hold on tight to me, Tamuk. We must get across the river. Gods. Oh, thank heaven. He turned around. Tamuk, are you all right? Good. We're not safe yet. He may still find a way to cross. The cave. There. Go. Run. No, my shoulders are not stuck. The entrance is just a tight fit. Give me a moment. There. Gods. I've camped here before. There should still be some flint and kindling left. Yes. Here we are. My apologies for the rough handling just now. There was no time to explain. It was quicker to simply pick you up and run. That cat was an avatar of our Lord Susu, the Stormbringer. It's said that he watches us through the eyes of all crescent panthers. It's rare to see one prowling this early in the morning. I don't know why he would bother paying me a visit, unless... It's possible that Lord Susu and Aheti are fighting over you. Yes, they're famous rivals. Everything is an altercation with them, even their lovemaking. It's why crescent panthers avoid deep rivers. It's also why they enjoy hunting brown water snakes. But I'm no priest. It could be Susu simply likes you and wants to pull Aheti's tail. I'm not chilled. I'm drenched. Be grateful I was able to hold you out of the water. At least you were only splashed a little. Too heavy. I don't know if you noticed this about me, Tamuk, but I'm built like a mountain ox. It was no hardship to carry you. I should wring this tunic out at least. What's that look for? Oh, so it's my tattoos that make you stare so. Yes, of course. I can make this one on my chest dance if you're bored. That rope looks uncomfortably tight now it's wet. Come here. I'll cut it off. But you understand, I'll have to tie your hands again once we leave the cave. Hold still now. This knife is sharp. You're welcome. Lord Susu. You still look sleepy. You may as well rest. We'll likely be here for a while. Me? No. I'm not tired. All of us in the Twin Flames are trained to go days without sleep if we must. Go on. It's all right. I'll keep watch.